Namaste and welcome to Sonali Joshi's astrology channel. In this video, we are going to get more information about planets placed in the nakshatra of Rahu. So watch this video carefully and look for techniques and remedies to make your life better if you have moon or planets placed in the nakshatras of Ardra in Gemini sign, Swati in Libra sign, and Shatabhisha in the Aquarius sign. Ardra, Swati and Shatabhisha are nakshatras of Rahu, and if you have Lagna, Sun, Moon or your Lagna Lord prominently placed in these nakshatras, then you can definitely associate with following things. Number one, you always like or tend to create alternative things. For example, you are in school and your teacher says or school says these are my rules and this is what I expect. You will always come up with something that will provide alternative to these requirements, because Rahu is trying to compete with primarily Sun and Moon, and it would try to seek attention, name, fame, or provide the best solution in terms of caring or ruling all the masses. And hence Ardra will try to destroy whatever rules, regulations or system in place and try to create alternate things. Now if you have planets in Swati nakshatra, for example Venus is in Swati, you will always feel that I am not supported enough in my relationship. Actually you are in a way trying to work with people, work with your friends, acquaintances or relationships in a way that you go beyond a limit and expect support from them, and you always feel you are not given that support, and then you tell I can work without support but it's not working. So Rahu has that habit of finding loopholes, finding shortcuts, abusing system, abusing people, abusing relationships in order to achieve the goal faster or quick way by taking the loopholes. Rahu is extremely talented. So these people are always seen in good positions. They are brilliant, they know so many things, they can find solutions, but their focus is towards doing it quick and doing it ahead of others. And in doing so, they are troubling people. They are abusing either systems, laws, and they are taking undue advantage of their loved ones. If you have nakshatra of Shatabhisha, you are so much focused on achieving your goals, and the goals could be related to higher gains, money from stock market, or lot of gains through your networks. And doing so, you forget about how many times you choose the path that is wrong. You try to find loopholes, trying to find shortcuts, or use people in a way to complete all your desires. And when these things happen, if the planet that is in this Rahu's nakshatra has malefic experience, during those certain time frames people will have issues, and usually the issues will be related to either spine or the issues will be related to emotional and mental well-being. Because understand, Rahu is trying to go ahead of Sun and Moon in your horoscope or in general, and for that Rahu tends to use wrong means depending on the conjunctions and aspects on this planet. Actually it is a trap. The best way is to not to fall for that trap and continue your working, continue your efforts, and Rahu is ultimately going to give you all the opportunities as well as success. But there is a trap of taking the wrong path, wrong means or wrong way to achieve your target. And when natives do that, you will notice they have certain blockages, they have physical pains, or they can have emotional mental trauma in that process. But usually these people come up with excellent alternative systems. So they are really good in research, getting information, finding new ways. But in doing so, if they go away from the right path, they always face trouble. Now there is one more very important observation about fourth pada of all nakshatras of Rahu. Ardra pada 4, Swati pada 4 and Shatabhisha pada 4. All of them go into the sign of Pisces in Navamsha. Now understand, Pisces is a sign about trust and faith. It is about donations. It is about your sleep, your bedroom and all the spirituality, everything that is ruled by 12th house. It also deals with foreign affairs, import, export. It also deals with the kind of path you choose to walk on. And hence, Mercury is debilitated here. Your critical thinking or your logical thinking is not going to help you here. What rules over you is your emotion, and hence people usually make mistakes. If you have planets in the nakshatras of Rahu, Jupiter in the nakshatra of Rahu means you will always come up with your alternate religion. You will come up with different ways of study patterns. You always feel that your teachers or somebody who is your advisor is not giving their best to support you. If you have Mars in nakshatras of Shatabhisha, you would be using all the alternative means to heal yourself. If the prominent pathy in the place where you live is allopathy, you will try to go and reach out to other cultures, other pathys like homeopathy, Ayurveda or crystal healing, any other alternative healing, and try to heal yourself. Planets in Shatabhisha will also show that you are ready to consume whatever medications or drugs that are available to heal yourself faster. Rahu deals with usually the air, and hence you will notice these people are traveling enough, traveling faster, using all kinds of transportations where petrol and gas is used. Typically air travel is largely seen. The professions can also be related to chemical industry, medicinal industry, wherever they pollute the natural water in some way or another. And when we do such type of karma, obviously we have to pay for that. And hence you will notice people with nakshatras of Rahu have family members who can usually have allergy issues, asthma issues, or some way or another they are dealing with some emotional or mental issues. If somebody is earning through the profession related to Rahu, you will notice in a time frame of Rahu, you will go through those kind of issues depending on other aspects and conjunctions, and whether you have been working in the right way, outcome will definitely change. However, there will be typically Rahu Venus time frame where you will be tempted to look for something out of your relationship. Rahu Mercury, you will be tempted to find out alternate ways of sales, marketing, writing books, or going ahead of the team members. Rahu Mars, you will be more aggressive, assertive, or even taking the kind of cruel actions. So see these patterns in your own behavior, and if you realize you are taking any of those patterns, try to break them, because Rahu also has that energy of doing something out of the box. The same Rahu who is creating a trap for you has the ability to give you that energy, give you that ability to break those barriers. So break those barriers of patterns of wrongdoing and take the right path. Rahu has tremendous potential. In today's age, All the modern technology, everything that we are discovering is related to the energy of Rahu and Ketu, and you have to use it the right way. Whether you are in marketing, whether you are in uh, communications, IT, or in film industry, people are using Rahu in some way or another. Look at the mobile phone or computer that you are using to watch this video. This is just one simple example. Every person has a smartphone these days. And this is where Rahu has reached everywhere. Rahu has ability to reach to the masses. It is the natural ruler of Aquarius sign, and Shatabhisha is the culmination of Rahu energy. So you will notice, if you use this energy the right way, and how to do that is stay away from addictions. As far as possible, stay away from smoking, drinking alcohol, and doing any addictive substance, using it to the extent where you feel under the influence. Avoid that and use the Rahu energy the right way. Rahu will help you to discover new things. Rahu will help you to get noticed in any industry that you are working. And for that, do a regular remedy of supporting people who are doing the job of cleaning in your company, office, or in household. The people who come and clean various surfaces, help them. Understand, anybody who deals with the Rahu energy will always approach you with a very soft word. They will usually praise you. They will start with the best way of telling you that you are the best person that they have met. And you will notice a different kind of shyness, a different kind of awkwardness in their behavior, the way they walk, the way they talk, how much mastery that person has on communications. You will notice the way they talk has a different meaning. Their body language is telling you one thing, and what they're talking is telling you something other. Learn to find those gaps between behaviors and actions and how people talk, so that you can avoid the delusion, so that you can avoid the trap. If you're looking for finding a partner, just go and meet that person instead of just listening over the phone, talking over the phone, and doing virtual conferences or meetings. The moment you see a person with influence of Rahu in front of you, the shield that they are using usually fades away. And hence, do not do any banking related transactions, any new investment into new schemes, or lending money to somebody unless you meet someone. Meet that person, see them in person, and then decide. When you do things virtually, many a times you miss these small things, and if they are running a period or their Rahu is stronger than you, very likely you will fall prey for that. All the viewers who are watching this video have Nakshatra of Ardra, Swati, and Shatabhisha. Worshipping Ma Durga is the best remedy. You can also worship Lord Hanuman, and you can have a peacock feather in your room, in your book, or anywhere you primarily work. If Rahu is aspecting Mercury or Rahu is aspecting Venus, you can worship Gopalji in the form of a small child. Understand, Rahu is cunning. Rahu tries to abuse and do extremes, but a child is very innocent. Hence, any god or goddess you can worship in the child form. Sometimes, if Ketu is more dominant than Rahu, but Ketu is placed in the nakshatra of Rahu, you can also worship Lord Ganesha in the child form. Do these chantings if you are a person of faith. If you believe in helping others, volunteering and doing service for others, do it for the kids. Do it for people who have disability any kind of disability related to speech and learning. These services will go in your favor, and when you do that, you are taking care of the pending karma. Never break the trust of people who have faith in yourself. If somebody is trusting you, be open, be clear and honest with them. Breaking trust of masses is one of the biggest wrongdoing people with dominant Rahu or Rahu Nakshatra planets do. Because Rahu is trying to be the best and trying to do that ahead of everybody, and in that they end up misusing resources, misusing people. Please don't do that. If you are astrologer, doctor, teacher, coach, you are dealing with people on a day-to-day basis. People trust you. These are the professions where people come to you to solve their problems. They trust you. Do not break their trust. Another remedy for Rahu can be, if you have a river or a beach or ocean nearby, go there, look at water, and maybe you can just mentally, in mind, let go of all the excessive desires that you are holding. Let them go, and you will notice you are a changing person, you are changing the people around you, and the energy is ready to help you the better way. Wake up in the morning at the time when sun rises. This is what you want to be. You want to be like the sun. And start looking at sun. You will realize you are feeling better, and the whole day you will be energized to deliver your best. This is Rahu. Rahu is not scared of working hard. So believe in yourself and do that. I am also going to create another video related to nakshatras of Jupiter and their placement. Do watch that video. Namaste. Thank you. Shubhamastu.